Alrighty guys, welcome to my Monday Night Raw review for July 10th, 2017. The Fallout show for Great Balls of Fire. Man, what a show we have tonight in Houston, Texas for Monday Night Raw. Before we start this video, before we get into the review, before we do any of that, I just want to say I have a Facebook page now for this channel. And sorry, my dog is being on the dog. Sorry, I'm actually looking for. I had this thing up here earlier of. I can't find my thing. Okay, here we go. I had all the matches written down on a little bit of notes, and I couldn't find it. There it is. So before we get into this review, I have a Facebook account or Facebook page, so go check it out. It's in the description down below. Go follow it if you have Facebook. Do it, or if you want to follow me on Instagram or on Twitter, go follow that right now. If you missed, I have episode number 1 of Wrestling News, episode number 1, and go check that out as well down in the description down below. Also, I have if you want to see my reaction to Monday Night Raw, it's on my second channel, Red Raider Reactions. So go check that down. There's gonna be a description, or there's gonna be a link in the description down below. So go check that out as well. So enough of me talking about all that stuff. Monday Night Raw tonight, guys. Houston, Texas. The night after the Fallout for Great Balls of Fire. So let's get into this review. So Monday Night Raw starts off with Big Cass walking down to the ring. Big Cass with a win over Enzo last night, Great Balls of Fire. Big Cass comes out here talking about how he's the next big thing. He's talking about how he wants to be on the top. He wants to be on the level. He wants to be the Universal Champion. And Big Cass wants to be in the main event of WrestleMania. Luna, come on. My dog's being crazy. We have like a rat we're taking care of in the other room, and she's getting excited. She can't go in there. So yeah, Big Cass comes out. Oh my god. You know, he's talking about how he wants to be in the main event of WrestleMania. He wants to be the Universal Champion. Blah blah blah. He beat Enzo. You know, is holding him back. He's like, there's no one. I am the biggest man there is. Here out comes the Big Show. So the Big Show and Big Cass and the stare off, looking at each other. Big Cass walks in, you know, Duck is talking to him, and then saying, I don't know what he said to him. And then the Big Show with the big headbutt to Big Cass, sending Big Cass down to the floor, and the little brawl started. And then Big Cass leaves the ring. Big Show standing tall. So this is probably setting up for a match. Don't know where, for Big Cass and Big Show. So good job, Big Cass and Enzo and Big Show. Sorry, I'm thinking of Enzo still. Enzo. So what do I think about this? I guess it's good for Big Cass in a way. You know, letting him get a win over the Big Show will probably be really good to kick his career off so far, being that big man. Because Big Cass, I really can see a lot of stuff in him. He is big. He can fight, or he can wrestle, and I think he can do. I think he can do good in a singles career by himself. So we'll see that in the near future. So after that, we come back on Monday Night Raw, and we have our first match: Finn Balor going one-on-one with Elias Sampson. Now, for the past few weeks on Monday Night Raw, we've been seeing Elias Sampson and Finn Balor, you know, getting a little battle in tag team matches. And tonight was their matchup. Went back and forth. You know, a little bit of shots there. Finn does his move. hits him with the sling blade. The dog's getting crazy. Hits with the coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor defeats Elias Sampson. Now, what do I think about this? Good job, Finn. Okay, Elias Sampson. We'll see you later. Finn, I want him to be in an actual feud. I want him to be up there. He should be up there in the main event. We'll see what happens to Finn Balor and what he's going to be doing, and the plans for SummerSlam as we get closer and closer to that. Luna, what are you doing down there? She's being crazy. So after that, Finn Balor's leaving the ring, and the Hardy Boys come out and congratulate him on the wins, because the Hardy Boys and Finn Balor have that little bit of a friendship there. So the Hardy Boys come out and they get into the ring, and they cut a promo on being how they lost last night in the Iron Man match a few seconds late for tying the match up. And they were talking, and they were just saying, like, all that, they're just saying stuff. And then the club, like Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, come outside the ring and say, your Hardy Boys are not the same as used to be. And then Matt says, well, he says it, since I don't know exactly what he said, but he says something around the line. He's like, we might be broken. And the whole arena started saying delete. So, hinting at that, about the broken gimmick. So we have the matchup between the Hardy Boys and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson actually hit the Magic Killer on Matt Hardy with the 1, 2, 3. So the club get a win tonight on Monday Night Raw. You just see my dog just flipping my pillows. Luna, look at her. I don't know what she's doing. So with the win goes the club, and then after that, the club's walking up the entrance, doing the too sweet, and then the Revival come out of nowhere, and their entrance hits, and then they get into the ring and start attacking the Hardy Boys, beating them up, hitting their moves on them. So the Revival are here, so there you go, Revival. They're back, and looks like they're going to be getting a feud with the Hardy Boys, which I'm fine with. And then we move on to Miz TV. Now, every Miz TV episode ends the same way. The Miz on the floor. Every episode. So today it was the, what did he call it? I had it typed on my phone. The Mizzer. See, Mizzies? Yeah, the Mizzies. The Mizzies were these little trophies he has. So he gave them all out to his group. Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Maurice, and to himself, when he, just little fun little trophy thing for everyone in his group, talking about how Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas are they're good fighters, and they don't get the attention that they need, and they don't get the chances and stuff. So Miz is giving that chance to them, and talking about how Maurice is like his wife, and she's always there for him. And how the Miz is like the best wrestler there is. So it's about that. And then Dean Ambrose comes out and starts attacking the Miz and Dean Ambrose. And then Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, start attacking Dean Ambrose as well. So it's a 3-on-1 handicap right now. And then Seth Rollins comes out of nowhere and starts attacking Bo Dallas and Miz and all them. Again in the ring. So Miz and Dean stand tall. What does this mean for the Miz? And what does it mean for Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, as Luna is just looking around my bed for some reason? Don't know why. Then after that, we go to commercial break, and we come back, and then Seth Rollins is walking down the hall, and then Dean Ambrose is like, dude, I don't need your help. I mean, I fought my battles, you fought yours. This ain't a Shield reunion. So he's like, okay, I got it. So after that, we head on to women's tag team action between Sasha Banks and Bayley, taking on the team of Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. So this was a rematch from last week's, Monday Night Raw, and which Sasha Banks ended up making Alexa Bliss tap. This week, Bayley gets the roll up over, what's her name? Alexa Bliss, the women's champion. So Bayley gets the win over the women's championship. It was a decent match. I wasn't really into it, but whatever. Bayley wins, so that's good for her. Then we move in. Then we move on to probably. Wait, not okay. That's after this one. I forgot. So then we move on to the gold. Wait, the Broken Truth, the Gold Dust and R-Truth. So if you don't know, the Golden Truth were a team for a year. Gold Dust and R-Truth. Gold Dust attacked R-Truth and like a few weeks ago on Monday Night Raw. So they started this rivalry. Gold Dust defeated R-Truth. Match. Boom. You did it. It's over. All right. So Gold Dust with the win. You know he's trying to be like Cody. Because he sees how Cody Rhodes is doing on, because he's in ROH and all that. So Cody Rhodes, that's what they want to do with Goldust. I guess they're just changing him up because how his brother's doing, they want to make Goldust that good too. Maybe, I don't know really. Moving on to my favorite part of the whole entire show. I believe this is everybody's favorite part. This is my favorite part of Monday Night Raw. I don't know if you can see my dog, but yeah, she's just being great right there. So Kurt Angle's in the ring. Brock Lesnar comes out, the Universal Champion, and then they're talking about how who Brock Lesnar is going to face at SummerSlam coming up in a month. And they're talking. Roman Reigns walks out, saying he wants to be the number one contender. Then Samoa Joe comes out, saying how he wants to be the number one contender. So we got both of these men, and I would be fine with a triple threat match, but I have to do other stuff. So I loved how they were. Samoa Joe was getting in the face of Brock Lesnar. They were getting at it. Roman Reigns in the background, talking as well. Just perfect. I loved it. And then Kurt Angle was like, okay, next week here on Monday Night Raw, we're gonna have Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns. The winner will go on to SummerSlam. The winner will face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam for the Universal Championship. Now, who's gonna win this match? Will be Roman. Will be Samoa Joe. If I had to pick, I would rather have Samoa Joe because, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens next week on Monday Night Raw. So that is one good thing to look forward next Monday on Monday Night Raw. So good. I loved the whole thing there. It was pretty awesome. So good job on that part with the Brock Lesnar and everything like that. And then we move on to some Cruiserweight action. I'm going to be totally honest right now. I don't watch 205 Live. I watched like 2 episodes of it. Didn't really care. When the Cruiserweights are on, I really don't watch it, but sometimes I do. But tonight, we had a little bit of a tag team action with Akira Tozawa and Cedric Alexander taking on the team of Noam Dar and the Cruiserweight champion Neville. Noam Dar and what's his name? No, not Noam Dar. Cedric Alexander and Akira Tozawa win the tag team match. So good job for them, I guess. Whatever. Don't really pay attention to the Cruiserweights. I kind of wish they stopped the Cruiserweight thing, but whatever. Whatever, WWE. You do what you want to do. If you ever get some good action, I'm going to watch. And then we move on to the main event. Now, the main event tonight was a rematch from last night's Great Balls of Fire match, Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt. So if you guys know, and the Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt match was which was the very first match at Great Balls of Fire, when Bray Wyatt, I think, hit his or poked the eye of Seth Rollins, hit his sister Abigail, and so Bray Wyatt getting the win. So tonight it's a rematch. Same thing happens. He hits him in the eye. Actually, no, he headbutt in the eye, hits Sister Abigail again, gets 1, 2, 3, and then Bray Wyatt wins again. So 2 nights in a row, Bray Wyatt picks up the win against Seth Rollins. But after that, The Miz, Boathouse, and Chris Axel come out of the ring, or not come out of the ring, come out of the crowd, and get on the ring, and start attacking the heck out of Seth Rollins. And then Dean Ambrose walks in with a chair, slams it, hits everybody with it. So what is this setting up? Is it going to set up for The Miz and Seth Rollins? Are we going to have Miz and Ambrose again? What is The Miz going to do? We don't know. We'll see next week on Raw. We'll see what he's doing for SummerSlam. The plans are out there. So it was an alright main event. What a way to kick off the, I guess, in the show there with Seth Rollins and Ambrose and The Miz. But that's not how the show ended. The show ended back up in where Kurt Angle, who was on the phone. And as you guys know, in the past weeks, beginning these weird text messages that he's been showing with Corey Graves and everything. And tomorrow, next week on Monday Night Raw, he's going to be telling us what's been happening. So can't wait next week to see what happens there and see about the Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns match. Now, for the overall Monday Night Raw, there was some parts I liked, some parts I didn't. Some of the matches I didn't really like were the Cruiserweight match, because I really don't care about that. What else? I mean, the women's match was alright, but that's it. I mean, everything else was okay. I mean, except, Goldust and R-Truth, but whatever. You know, it's Goldust and R-Truth. What do you expect? They're not going to put on a 5-star match. What do you expect? Who do you think they are? So, that is my review for Monday Night Raw, July 10th, 2017, in the good old Houston, Texas, which is only a few hours away from me. Didn't get to go this time. Maybe next time. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this reaction, please, or not this reaction, this review of Monday Night Raw, like this video, and subscribe today. Next week tomorrow night is SmackDown Live. Yes, I will be doing a review over it. Yes, tomorrow night is NXT, or after SmackDown on Wednesday night is NXT. Yes, I'll be doing a review of it. And then Thursday night, Impact Wrestling. Yes, I'll be doing a review over that. Alright guys, thanks for watching my very first Monday Night Raw review. I'm gonna try and make it better. Right now, I was just a little bit just throwing everything out there. So it ain't the best, but then again, it's my very first Monday Night Raw review. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you later.